Hello, YouTube. It's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 Day Season 7 Episode 23, 24, Tell All Part 4. So we're just going to get on to it. It's the last part. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done with the season. It's done. So the episode starts off where we left off. Basically, Faith breaking up with Lauren. Last week, she was just basically tired of the BS and everything. And, you know, we gave Lauren a lot of heat this season, but Faith is no angel either. Like in this, I don't know, like there was just, maybe it was for the money a little bit why she stayed with them, but and everything, but she finally broke it off and everything, and like she had a big breakdown. She was just crying hysterically and everything. It was actually, I felt sorry for her, I really did, and stuff. So then after that, Lauren and they go backstage. They take a break and go backstage, and Vanya is trying to comfort Lauren and everything. Lauren actually starts crying because he was like, I do love her. I do love her. I do love her. And everything. And, again, and I said this before, normally I would feel extremely bad for Lauren in that situation, but just how disgusting he was throughout the season, it's just hard for me to feel bad. Like he kind of got what he deserved and everything, and I'm sorry. And then normally I'm not like that. Normally I'm all for the person being dumped, especially if it's not for a good reason. But in this case, I don't feel bad, and I hate that because I'm not like that. But with Lauren, it's just that I'm sorry. He just he just got what he deserved, in my opinion. I'm sorry, and if that offends you guys, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. So after he's done, and Vanya actually gives him a hug and everything, they go back to set and everything, and they turn back to Brian and Ingrid. So Brian and Ingrid, on the first part of the tell-all, like 3 weeks ago, Brian mentioned that he does have a girlfriend and everything. So what they did was show some never-before-seen footage. Apparently, after Brian and Ingrid had broken up, that night where they broke up, Brian got on Brazilian Cupid and met someone named Anna nearby in Brazil and everything. And they got together for a couple days, had a nice date, and they even hooked up. Brian said that he felt more with Anna in just an hour than he did with those 3 weeks with Ingrid, which is, I mean, it'd be like that sometimes, but, that's kind of harsh. Ingrid sees that. She's giving him the looks like, what the hell? But she just told him, congratulations, basically. Basically, you do you and everything. But that is not Brian's girlfriend. Brian's new girlfriend, her name is Nati, or whatever, and I guess she's Colombian. So they brought out Nati on the screen, and she met Ingrid. Sean asked Ingrid to give Nati some advice on what to do, what not to do. Ingrid had said, if he asks for help, help him. If you don't ask for help, don't help him. He feels like he's independent. He could get very angry at times. And Nati had said, yes, I noticed he can get angry. I took some picture. There were some pictures on social media of Nati with these two guys, and basically Nati was apparently in this kind of fitness competition, and she was hanging on the back with these two guys and stuff. It was harmless. A picture, they even showed the picture. Well, Brian got jealous of that, and he said, well, she's taking provocative pictures and stuff and everything and doing that, and that ain't me or whatever. And for the first time, I actually agree with what Adnan said. Adnan said, Nati, he's lying. He's lying. He really does like that stuff. Because I had to ask my wife to cover up and everything. And And Brian's just like, well, if you want to be like that, that's just not my cup of tea and everything. And yeah, Atman's right. He is lying. He knows he likes that stuff because he was trying to get with Ingrid so much. And Ingrid wore a couple of things provocative and he didn't say nothing. So Naughty again talks about like his anger issues. I guess like she came to Chicago to visit him, and I guess she has a sister in the States and everything. So they also asked if they have hooked up, and he said yes, they have. And so like Ingrid brought a good point. Well, Sean had asked Naughty like how is it with them, and she said it was a little challenging with him being in a wheelchair, but there was no pressure or anything. And Ingrid was like, wait, no pressure? He pressured me so much. So what's this with her? Like no pressure and everything, but you pressured me. And Brian's just like, just no pressure. It just is what it is. Some people just got their own pace. And then he said, I'm like, and I guess like there was they questioned Brian about him lying about something, and about like some other things, and then I guess there was some him talking to other girls and or whatever and everything, and he was like, I'm not lying about anything. Like, if anybody who knows me, Naughty knows me the most. We've been talking for like 8 months and everything, and Naughty saying she needs to get to know him a little bit more and stuff and everything, like to figure out more of his anger problems and stuff and everything. And so and then and then Shauna asked, well, I take it you're not going to take your sister's advice, your daughter's advice about like taking it easy and not dating anybody. And he was like, no. And he was like, and he made a good point. Look, I'm in a wheelchair and everything. I don't have like 30 more years to live free. I'm living my life to the fullest. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not doing anything illegal, anything. I could die tomorrow, basically. So I don't want to really waste my time and everything. And you know what? That actually is a good point. I actually do agree with that. Someone in his situation, he just doesn't want to waste any time. So I nothing to say about that. So after they talked to Brian, after that, they circled back to Joey and Magda. Oh my goodness. Joey messed up. Okay, y'all remember, like, towards the end of the regular season, that Magda, like, got really mad at him for not telling her that he had hooked up with this girl named Jill and everything, and then she had, like, a big fit about it and everything. Well, they showed some never-before-seen footage of him at that, like, party, with some more of his friends, and I guess there was a girl named Stephanie and everything, and I guess there was more girls that he had hooked up with, including the girl named Stephanie and everything, and that he didn't tell Magda about. So they should have never before seen footage, and this girl they asked the producers that asked Stephanie, have you hooked up with Joey before? And she said yes, like he's a good looking guy, but he's a F-boy basically and everything. And so they came back to everybody asked, and they asked Joey, is like did you hook up? And he said, at first he said just kiss, and then he asked, was it really just kissing or was it more? And then he was quiet. And then he ultimately said it was, he ended up like, having sex with her and Jill. But in Joey's defense, again, that was a long time ago, long before Magda and stuff. So, Magda is hearing this. She's upset. Like, she just goes, like, quiet and, like, she wants to cry and everything. Joey's just, like, like, kind of surprised that was shown, basically. And just got, like, really, like, wow, like, really. So they end the tell-all, and everybody gets ready and goes back and packs up. Joe goes and calls Magda on the phone and says that he'll talk to her when he gets back to the hotel and everything. Magda just asks the producers, "Can I get a shot? Can I get? Is there a grocery store open?" And they ask like, "What do you need?" And she was like, "Vodka." That made me laugh when she said that, vodka, because like I want to trust Joey, but I can't. But and Lauren. Lauren, he went from crying to being back to his goofy self. He told Joe, what you should have done. What he did with Faith, made a list of everybody who made a list on everybody he's ever had sex with, and everything. And so, like, it worked for him or whatever. And that's funny, but maybe Magda does need to know that. As disgusting as it is, but maybe Magda needs to know about that, because he's clearly high in a lot of things. Now he claims in his defense that his reasoning is all of this was before, but and I get that, and I get his side with that, but you have to be honest with everybody, like with everybody. I know if it's a lot, some people you may forget, but you got to be honest. So, I don't know what their future lies. I think, judging by social media, I think they're still together. I don't, Magda is upset about it, but I don't think she is as bad as it was when she found out about the Jill situation. So, it is what it is. So that was basically it. So everybody wraps up and says their final words. Sonny and Vea say their words, talking about converting and everything. I don't think they're together. I thought they were still together. I don't think they're together anymore, judging my social media. Tiger Lily and Adnan, it's whatever with them. Congrats on the baby, whatever. Niles and Matilda, obviously they're still together. Niles say he can't wait to get Matilda to America. I hope he can make that happen. I hope everybody in the 90-day universe that's going to try to come here now, good luck. That's all I'm going to say. There's just a lot going on in the world right now, and if I'm actually kind of concerned about the status of 90-Day Fiancé in the future within the next couple of years and stuff. I mean, I'm not trying to get political with it, but there's just a lot of political madness going on that could affect 90-Day Fiancé, and I'm hoping that doesn't. So we'll see what happens with that and everything, but I really hope Niles can get Matilda over here. Vanya says her goodbyes, about Yoshiko and Bojo and everything. And Brian says his last words, and like Ingrid says her last words and everything. And remember this one couple? Remember Renee and Chidi? Well, and their season was cut short with all that BS going on, and Renee's been on Instagram just going crazy and everything. Well, I just want to give you guys a quick reminder of they remember them from this season. So Joey leaves the tell-all early. He was just like, I'm just done. Like, he was just really like struck by that clip that he saw and everything, and he's just over it. So, oh well. And Lauren and Faith say their last words. And that is it. We are done with them, and we're done with the season. Before the 90-Day Fiancé, before the 90 days, season 7 is officially in the books. It's been a good season. Like, remember coming off of that horrific happily ever, that long happily ever after, it was just nice and refreshing. I had some new couples, some new drama. So now that leads into the original 90-Day Fiancé coming in 2 weeks. There will be no 90-Day Fiancé at all next Sunday due to the Super Bowl. So in 2 weeks from today, we will have the season 11 premiere of 90-Day Fiancé. Remember, we got 3 returning couples, 2 from Love in Paradise and 1 from The Other Way. Sean and Aaliyah and Sean, Jessica and Juan, and Sarper and Shekinah. along with 4 new couples, got moved over to the original 90 Day Fiancé. So we'll see how their journeys continue for their 90 days and stuff. And I'm looking forward to meeting the new couples and starting fresh again. As for this week, I'm not doing The Last Resort this week. And I apologize about not doing Married at First Sight. The only reason why I didn't do Married at First Sight because I wanted to save it for this week, because we will 100% be talking Married at First Sight this week, and I wanted to just combine it a little bit, until I got more information on the scandal that's happening right now on the show. So, like I said, no Last Resort recap tomorrow, but I will be back on Tuesday and Wednesday to do Married at First Sight, and then from then the next week, since there won't be no 90 Day Fiancé on Sunday, I'll do The Last Resort next Monday. So until then, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. We're growing. I'm coming up on 3 years of doing these recaps. I'm gonna enjoy doing these. So I love you guys, and I'll see y'all again tomorrow. Bye, y'all.